Tyler1 reacts to Ludwig hitting platinum.
By saying something happened this morning. Guys, if you guys remember that giga dipshit F-word random Ludwig made a challenge on League, right?
Does he not swear now?
I made him a challenge. He couldn't hit plat by the end of the season, or I would get him a compliment. Guys, this guy actually just hit plat. You know, I was, like today, like just a little bit ago, I was actually hate watching like a mother hecker. You know what I'll say?
No, he did not mean the F slur. Obviously, he did not mean the F slur. He just said mother hecker. Okay, he's just not saying, you know, maybe because he had a kid in the house. He's not saying the F word for reading the F slur. He's not prezzo, but he's buff and good at League. Okay, it's not what's happening here.
Dude, I'm like thinking of ways to like hate it or like hate on him. Okay, it's.
Come on.
It's actually impressive what he did. Actually, his climb was actually impressive. He is much better.
Sorry.
Impressive. It's actually impressive what he did.
500 hours. And it was worth every fucking minute, man. It was worth every fucking minute.
Actually, his climb was actually impressive. He is much better than I
It's like fucking a child. It's like a child refusing to eat his vegetables and even look at them. It's like when a teacher forces you to apologize to one of your classmates. It hurts him. He looks like he's in pain right now.
than I thought he was. Okay, real quick, if you take a look at this, so yeah, I've been actually snooping. This guy, like, there's actually context here, guys. Like, okay, Plat's still a rank, guys. Okay, this is his OP.GG, Platinum 4. This isn't that many games. 500 games, it's not that many.
See, I've heard both, so I don't know. I am an individual with an experience, and my experience was this is how long it took me. I don't know if, what is this, 500? Yeah, 585 games. I don't know if 500 is, sorry, it's less, right? 535? I don't know if 535 games is a lot of games to go from iron to plat, or not a lot of games to go from iron to plat. I really don't know. I know it's a long time, because like 535 games at 40 minutes a game, like that's alone like 350 hours or something, right? And then you have to factor in, like, I probably had another 150 hours in just straight up like watching League of Legends content, VODs, maybe 200 hours. Like I probably put in, I would say safely 500 to 600 hours in the last 4 months. Like, you have to understand, every night for the past 2 months, 3 months, I've fallen asleep to a League of Legends VOD, like a not a professional, a high rank master, challenger, you know, Korean diamond, Fiddlesticks, or a Moo VOD. I've watched every possible commentary video from a King Sticks or a Perry or a Sawyer Jungle that is related to my champion. You know, I even initially got into like some of the, what I would call more surface level, not as valuable videos, because they weren't specific enough. Like the summoning school, like 5 jungle tips, like those ones. So I like that's a very valuable time in, and also part of hitting plat, but not the gameplay part. So I would say probably 500 hours is safe to bet. I think I put 500 hours in.
About all of this.
All right, back to it.
It's not that many. The most important and impressive thing about all of this, brother, the split ends today. He did all of this last day of the season, last week of the season. Do you understand that? Like, when people are, like, people don't even play then. It is to climb and hit your goal at the end of the season, the day of the season, is one of the most impressive, mentally draining things you could ever, you know how mentally tough you have to actually be to do this with the dipshits that play? And then
I threw a cat tree. I threw a whole cat tree because of those factors.
Flashback.
Dude, I hate when my strong teammate is a dog shit, dumb piece of shit who deserves the guillotine. In the video game, I'm talking about the character. I'm so weak, I can't even walk in my fucking jungle. I'm done. Die! I'm done! I hate this character. I hate playing it. Me. Cause like, I kept thinking about this. I care so much about getting to plat from a personal perspective, from a like career perspective, right? Like I stand to gain way more if I hit plat, and I have this story, than if I don't hit plat. You know, and then from like even an enjoyment perspective, like winning or whatever. So I have all this pressure riding on games, and I'm queuing up with a guy who probably just hit his pen at 4 a.m. He's played one game today, like 4 normals. He doesn't give a fuck. And that's all he's going to do. And he doesn't care. And he shouldn't. And I can never get him to care as much as I care, because I care way too much. I care more than 99% like 9% of people. I care more than basically everybody playing the game, which is a bad position to be in when you care that much, because there's so many factors outside of your control. And when you care, then you get emotional about those factors outside of your control, and you play worse. And so but I was very cognizant of this. I think that helped. I was very aware that like I care too much here. I care too much. The people who I'm teaming with don't care. I can't try to put extra pressure on them. I have to just take their actions as their actions and hope it works out. And if it doesn't, go next.
It's like, okay, what's his OP.GG? Because I swear to God, I just saw he was crashing out. Brother, 3 days ago, he was silver 2. That means end of season, in 5 days, he went from silver 2 to platinum 4. He won 28 out of 40. Actually, I think it's better. He won 38 out of 60 games last week of the split/season. No, this is not boosted, guys. This is not. These KDs are too normal. Like, I didn't watch it, but I watched his last game. He's actually not bad.
That's why we do it, baby. That's why we do it. Not bad. 500 hours in. Not bad. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I've seen so many people. Sorry, that's a lie. I've seen a few very dumb people who get maybe 500 replies calling them dumb, saying that I got boosted. I saw one person say this would be cool if he didn't duo queue for like all of his MMR. Brother, every duo queue game I did is on stream with Connor, and let me tell you, it did not help. It did not help, okay? I rode from gold to plat literally by myself, okay? I saw someone say he got coached for 100 games. What? 100? You think I'm secretly getting coached for 100 games? And so the silver 2 to plat 4 climb, which was, by the way, all on stream, and where there were 2 live coaching games that I won 1 and lost 1. What is that? What is every single game from silver 2 to platinum 4 was live on stream. 2 games were coaching games. We won 1, we lost 1. Okay? You know what I have? Okay? I have a indomitable will. A ridiculous amount of free time because I'm paid to be here. Access and money to get the best coaches in the world. Okay? I have those things. Those are my advantages. All right? But if I'm being honest, I think a lot of people who just don't have the will try to find a way to discredit what happened. Okay? Did I have advantages? Absolutely I did. Shout out my boy Perry JG. Absolutely. But I think it's a lot of people who just like maybe want to make it a bigger mountain than it actually is. You know, act like the average person couldn't do this. Absolutely they could. And not only could they, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. I'm just someone who happened to broadcast it.
All things considered, he went from the moment we talked to him, he was Iron 1. It's been 2.5 months, coaching or whatever aside. He went from Iron 1 to Platinum 4 in half a split. I'm not going to lie, he did it the right way as well. He found a champion that was for him, and he only played this character. That is exactly what you need to do. I love a Moo.
Bro, I love a Moo. I love that guy. I love that guy. Look, it's so true, man. I'll tell you the most common thing that I got in my chat during my climb. Ludwig, just play Nasus jungle. You should just play Warwick. Yeah, so if you play Jarvan, you'll just win. So I actually figured out you can just do Evelyn and you can just, you know, build AP and you just win. Like, the dumbest shit. No, there's no fucking cheat code. There's no shortcut. Maybe there's something that's like a little more powerful in the curtain patch or something like that. But like ultimately, you just have to be really good. Not even really good. You have to just learn as much as you can about one character. I listen ever since they made fun of me mercilessly to the BBC podcast. And the BBC podcast talks about this game, like the most important aspect being champion mastery. Like ultimately, they call this game a fighting game. If you're just really good at fighting with your champ, you're going to be fucking good at the game. Fuck pushing waves, objective macro, efficient base timer. If you're just really good at fighting, that is the most important thing. Obviously, those other things help. They'll be necessary at some point, and you'll probably learn them somewhat naturally, right? But like, man, you do have to. The fight is where the game is made. You can farm as efficiently as you want and go into fight with an advantage. And if you can't fight well, then your advantage doesn't matter. And you get good at fighting by getting champion mastery, and you get champion mastery by getting a lot of reps in with your character and watching people who are better than you play that character. For a long time, people were like, I took so much bad advice. I got so much bad advice, and I listened to so much bad advice. For the first 2 months of me playing, I didn't buy a pink ward. People were like, yeah, don't buy a pink ward. It's a waste of money. So I didn't. I think that was a mistake. I don't think I'm the best at vision. I don't think I understand vision very well. But having a ward in a bush helps. It just helps a bit. I got told that the red buff after minute 20 is better than mid inhib. I don't think that's the case. I actually don't think that's right. I think we should push for the mid inhib instead of getting the red buff. I was told I don't need to R flash. I can flash R. I actually don't think that's the case. I think I open up so many more kills when I R flash. And if you watched, I basically get a guaranteed kill every 5 minutes. 5-minute countdown, I have a guaranteed kill on someone. It's worth learning to R flash because the skill input is very low and the reward is very high. Kill every 5 minutes. Guaranteed. So I followed a lot of bad advice, but you know, I think part of advice is like knowing how to implement it. What's good advice for you? What might be bad advice for you, etc.
People in his chat, I would imagine, like yes, he tried.
Amumu finally found a friend.
Dude, real. I was thinking to myself today. I was in the shower. I was thinking, would I have hit plat quicker if I didn't have my Fiddlesticks arc? Because in the middle of my climb, I switched in silver from Amumu back to Fiddlesticks. And then I went back to Amumu. But I actually think the answer is no. Because I think Fiddle taught me a lot that I brought over to Amumu. He also was a very valuable champ to learn a bit, you know, so that when Amumu was banned, which happened like probably in 30 of my games over the course of the season, to like at least have like one trick works until they get banned, and then it, you know, I'd be banned for a long time. I'd be timed out from playing for like 12 hours every other day. So I actually think that was helpful to have a second champ. And like just the way that Fiddle has to, because he's a literal glass cannon, weave through like bushes and making sure that there's no wards there so he can get an ult from like Fog of War. Amumu, if he does that, is way more valuable in a fight. And I didn't know that, but I knew how to do it because of Fiddle, or at least a bit how to do it.
Only played this character. That is exactly what you need to do. All the people in his chat, I would imagine, like yes, he tried Fiddlesticks, but I bet all the people in his chat were saying, stop playing Amumu. He's not a good champion. You're never going to climb on Amumu. You need to play Graves and Vi and Olaf. You need to play all these. You need to play Belvith, bro. Play all these champions. These are real carry champions.
I remember one guy tells me all this. He literally the exact same shit that Tyler just says. And then they go, and I explain, I go, yeah, well, so over a course of 200 games, my win rate is like 58%, 57% with Amumu. So I think if I just play like another couple hundred games, I'll actually end up hitting my goal. So I actually just need to stick with this. And they go, well, your win rate's going to drop. Is it? Is it? Didn't drop. 57%.
He said, few idiots stuck to something he liked / enjoyed / thought he could get him there, put his head down, and grinded his ass off to platinum for the last day of the split. Ludwig, good job.
Thank you.
That is impressive. My props to you, bro.
Thank you.
It is what it is. I hate this slime ball. He did it.
What? Sorry, what was that?
To you, bro. It is what it is. I hate this slime ball.
Okay. Glaze past that.
Did it. Well played. Well played. And again, I was hate watching like a mother. He had like a 50-minute last game. His Lucian DC'd at the very end. I almost thought about logging into League for the first time in like a month and like whispering that Lucian, don't come back. Stay DC'd. Seriously.
What a sicko. What a sicko. What a sick fucking guy. I had so many hate watchers, bro. God, it feels so fucking good knowing how quiet they are now. How quiet they are. I had so many hate watchers.
That'd have been a legendary crash out, though, so I didn't. Off stream, too? Yeah, I didn't. So props to him, bro. Also, speaking of League, reminder, guys, we coach Soda Poppin' today, I think like around 2 p.m., probably, in League of Legends as well. Honestly, I might just tell him to play Amumu. It's actually perfect. It's actually perfect. Like, dude, good for him. I've watched a lot of newbie League streamers, and they just, like, can't lock in on one champion, actually, and they try a whole bunch of different stuff, and they try to play different things. For one example, Forsen. My God, that guy's horrible.
I'll watch a good amount of Forsen League. and he reminds me of me when I was younger, except he says the R word a lot more. Okay? He reminds me of me 4 months ago. He comes in every stream like a snake oil salesman. And he goes, chat, I've got it. A brand new champ that will surely start to roll the wins. And it's like, brother, what? The Tom Kench isn't the answer. Okay? The Briar mid isn't going to get it done. Why are we trying Rek'Sai for a game mid? What is that about? Pick something and stick to it.
He is truly terrible. Forsen wants to complain or cry about not climbing, but he plays every role, every champion. Embarrassingly bad. He does. It's embarrassing. If he puts his head down, picks one champion, his chat, climbs, one role, one champion. You learn the game that way. Playing one role, one champion,
one role, one
basic champion.
I agree.
Let's say it one more time. Well played, Ludwig. You did good.
It's nice to hear. It's nice to hear. I won't lie. It is nice to hear. But if I'm being honest, I think the thing that brings me the most joy is the relief. Like, a lot of people are praising me. People are messaging me like I just had a baby. I'm not fucking with you. People have messaged me that haven't reached out to me in like months. They're messaging me like, congrats, dude. It's so great. I heard you hit plat. It's crazy. Like, you would genuinely think like I had gone to Kenya and built a fucking house with my bare hands. Come back after 7 months. I've been playing League all day.